Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
Flames broke out inside the famed Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris during the holiest week on the church calendar. The 856-year-old structure has been undergoing a massive renovation. CBS's Hillary Lane has more on the devastating fire.
Flames engulfed the historic Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, toppling the iconic spire and burning the entire wooden frame of the Gothic structure. Crowds watched in stillness as more than 800 years of history burned before their eyes, and gasped as pieces of the cathedral continued to fall. A reporter for CBS station KYW is staying at a nearby hotel.
We turned the corner and saw smoke coming not from the bell tower, but from the back of the Notre Dame, and then everyone's hearts just dropped.
Victoria Wooddill said firefighters struggled against the wind.
You'll notice the spray right here. It's just spraying off. So it's barely even touching the edge of the building.
The French government owns the cathedral, and late Monday, President Macron tweeted, "I am sad tonight to see this part of us burn." Emergency crews tried to salvage priceless artwork from the cathedral just days before Easter Sunday. Hillary Lane, CBS News.
As we mentioned, the cathedral was in the midst of renovations with some sections under scaffolding, and bronze statues were removed last week for workers. From a conflict of interest to how state funds are being spent, North Dakota's state auditor details a variety of concerns at North Dakota State College of Science. Valley News Team's education reporter Veronica Marshall has the details for us now. Veronica.
Andrea, the report lists a series of mismanagements from within NDSCS's Division of Workforce Affairs. The bulk of the auditor's concerns stem from a proposed career workforce academy for local students. Tony Grinberg, the Vice President of Workforce Affairs, is part of the team working to develop that workforce academy. The report says Grinberg helped pick the Flint Group as a consultant on the project, but failed to properly document that his wife is Flint's chief financial officer, creating an undisclosed conflict of interest. According to the report, NDSCS's management told auditors Grinberg was not involved in the selection and hiring of the Flint Group, but emails later proved otherwise, leading auditors to believe some of the school's management team may have tried to withhold that information and possibly obstruct the investigation. The audit says NDSCS also inappropriately used state and local dollars to pay the Flint Group's consulting fees, along with part of Grinberg's salary. In a statement, NDSCS President John Richmond says he's confident the school's practices and procedures are in compliance with the state. However, North Dakota University System's chancellor provided a response to the auditor's report, agreeing with each recommendation set forth. Andrea?
All right, thanks, Veronica. We'll have much more on this story tonight at 9 on the Fargo CW and at 10 o'clock right here on Valley News Live. A Twin Cities man with a history of erratic and criminal behavior is now charged with first-degree attempted murder. This comes after police say he threw a child over a third-story railing at Mall of America on Friday. A criminal complaint filed today details what happened the moments before and after 24-year-old Emmanuel Deshawn Aranda allegedly threw the 5-year-old over the rail. Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer has been sifting through the court documents, and she joins us now with the very latest. Melanie?
Andrea, it's a chilling case that has shaken up communities across the entire country. And we're learning more this evening about Aranda's sinister plan to kill someone at the mall. This criminal complaint says he admitted to police that he planned to kill someone the day before at the mall, but it didn't work out, so he came back the next day. The boy's mother told officers she and her son were standing in front of the Rainforest Cafe when Aranda approached them. That's when she says, without warning, he picked up her son and threw him over the railing. This complaint says Aranda ran from the scene but was later caught by police. Aranda told investigators he had planned to kill an adult but chose the young boy instead. He went on to say he had been coming to the Mall of America for several years and had attempted to talk to women, but was repeatedly rejected. He says the rejection caused him to lash out and be aggressive. And this isn't the first time Aranda has been in trouble with the law at the Mall of America. In 2015, he was arrested after police say he threw things off the upper level of the mall. He was also accused of throwing glasses at an employee at a restaurant in the mall. Aranda is expected to make his first court appearance tomorrow afternoon. Prosecutors are intending to pursue a longer sentence based on the aggravating factors of particular cruelty, including the vulnerability of the boy. Andrea?
All right, thank you, Melanie. The young boy is still in critical condition. First responders say he has multiple fractured bones and suffered massive head trauma during the incident. Friends of the victim's family started a GoFundMe account to help with medical bills. The campaign has already surpassed its $500,000 goal. We are dealing with a soggy day and still feeling like we need a warmer coat. Hutch, we're wondering when the rain will move out.
Yes, it is for many of us at this time after we saw some moderate showers here in the FM area. Those are now drifting Duluth bound, but we do see some thunder and lightning taking place along the international border. So a little bit of afternoon sun here is igniting a few spotty thunder showers. These will be pushing off to the east at about 30 miles per hour. Nothing severe, but isolated areas mainly up north will see the impact of these evening thunder showers. The Red River is on its way to a second crest, expecting as we go toward the weekend to be somewhere near 32 feet, so not as high as our 35-plus foot crest with the original melt. Grand Forks, we're expecting rises there as well to stay in the moderate category. Tonight, temperatures warmest right now with some sunshine that feels great on our shoulders, Andrea. I'll have details about a heat wave, not a tropical heat wave, but a much warmer chunk of air heading our way here in just a couple of minutes.
Sounds good all around. Thanks, Hutch.
You bet.
A Fargo man charged with killing his father is now undergoing a mental health evaluation. Christopher Riley is accused of shooting his dad in a South Fargo apartment in September. Court documents state Riley's attorney asked for the evaluation and a judge went along with the request. Riley's trial had been scheduled to start this week, but it has been moved to late July. Stick with Valley News Live for more updates on this murder trial. A man from McHenry County, North Dakota, has been arrested after allegedly exposing himself on an Amtrak train on Friday. According to court documents, 56-year-old John Spalding of Montana has been charged with indecent exposure after authorities say he showed himself on the train. The Devils Lake Police Department is asking for your help finding a man accused of using counterfeit money. The man is seen wearing a green jacket, green sweatshirt, blue jeans, tan work boots, and appears to have a tattoo on the left side of his neck. If you know who this man is, you're urged to contact police at the number on your screen, 701-662-0700. President Donald Trump made a brief stop in Minnesota on this tax day to highlight the economy and his tax bill. A roundtable discussion was held at a truck equipment company in Burnsville. Today's visit marks the third time he has visited Minnesota in less than a year. It's also a chance to lay the groundwork for 2020.
And it's the largest package of tax cuts and reforms in American history. We got something done that's truly historic, largest in history. Over 80% of American families now are receiving that big tax cut.
The state has not voted for a Republican for president since Richard Nixon in 1972. To hear more from the president, tune into Point of View with Chris Berg at 6:30 on KX4. Today, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum signed a bill for the state to celebrate Patriots Day in honor of the start of the Revolutionary War. North Dakota is now one of 5 states to celebrate the holiday. The bill is aimed at ensuring people understand how the Founding Fathers continue to influence today's national defense.
That's one thing unique about this country, the ability for the states, individual states, to form militias or national guards under the command of the governor that have links into the federal government to serve and protect the citizens of the state. Very important, and we're very honored to do that.
Maine, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Wisconsin are the other states celebrating the holiday. People who drive on Main Avenue in downtown Fargo might want to start rethinking their route. Part of Maine is about to be closed for construction starting at 9 a.m. Wednesday. Crews will close the first section of Main Avenue roadway to through traffic between 2nd and 4th Streets South. And then over the next weeks, the traffic control on Main Avenue will move farther west. There's a public information meeting that runs until 6 o'clock this evening at the depot. That's 701 Main Avenue in Fargo. A formal presentation will be held at 5:30. We have a link to the City of Fargo's webpage about this project on our webpage, valleynewslive.com. The North Dakota Department of Health is urging people to take precautions against ticks and the diseases they carry. Officials say the key to preventing tick-borne diseases, such as Lyme disease, anaplasmosis, and Rocky Mountain spotted fever, is to avoid tick bites and find and remove ticks promptly. The health department offers the following tips to help reduce the risk of tick bites. Use insect repellent that's registered by the Environmental Protection Agency. Use products that contain permethrin to treat clothing and gear, such as boots, backpacks, and tents. Avoid wooded and bushy areas with tall grass and leaves, and walk in the center of trails. It's tax day, and that means free chocolate sundaes. The downtown Moorhead Dairy Queen is continuing its tradition of giving away ice cream tonight during the last 2 hours of business. So you can get your free sundae from 8 to 10 p.m. at the corner of 8th Street and Main Avenue.